Hi guys, and welcome to today's workout. Today I'm going to be doing upper body workouts, focused a little bit on the arms, shoulders, and back. So we are going to need dumbbells, light dumbbells, and if you have another set of heavier dumbbells. So I'm going to be using one pair of 10-pound dumbbell, one 20-pound dumbbell. And also I'm going to be using a resistance band, but not the hip one. I'm going to be using a resistance band like this one. We are going to be doing shoulder, rotator cuff warm-up routine. I did have a series of the shoulder strengthening activation exercise in a different video, so I will link that below. I will be doing one set of one of those exercises in this workout. If you don't have a stability ball to do those exercises, you can use something like this, or you can do them on the floor. The reason why I'm not using my stability ball, again, because of my toe, so I'm just going to be leaning on this because it feels more stable and it feels like I'm not going to be needing my feet to support me, because you do need to be stable. You don't want to be transferring any force into your back. You want to keep your back straight and really do the exercises with proper form. So the weights are going to be very light, but I've done this workout before. It's very challenging, so don't underestimate that how much you can do with light weights. So I'm going to be doing one superset for the arms, and you're really going to feel this. It's going to be on the floor. It's going to be very safe. If you have lower back pain, make sure that you brace your core, keep your glutes tight, because we're going to be on the floor. You don't want to be overarching your back. And keep your back straight, keep your neck straight. Don't look up, don't look down. You can also alternate between W's and the T and Y. This is very challenging. I'm not even using any weights, and my shoulders are already shaking. So after this, you should feel your shoulders and your back really warmed up. You can do 3 sets of these. Usually I would do the bands 2 sets, and then I would do 2 sets as well of the this drill. Alright, so the next exercise is going to be the shoulder press, and I'm going to be doing one side at a time. The reason why I do this is because I really like to focus on one area at a time, because I feel like it's less overwhelming and it's also easier on the lower back than to press 2 dumbbells at a time. So I've been doing this for a while now, and it has worked really well for me. This also works great if you have just one pair of dumbbell, because then you can just alternate between each side and you don't feel like you can't do the exercise. So pick one pair of dumbbell of each weight you have, and we are going to be increasing the weight. So I'm going to be starting with the 4-pound dumbbells and going up to the 10, and then the 20-pound dumbbell. So make sure that you're not feeling it in your lower back. Make sure you keep your core engaged, your glutes engaged, and as you're pressing up, that you don't go into that arch and you don't press the weight in front of you. You want to make sure that you keep your abdominals tight, and when you press, you use your glutes to press the weight up. The weight stays up, you're not overarching your back, keep your back straight and your abdominals engaged, and then back down, and don't release the brace. So always make sure you never release the brace until you bend over, you put the waist down, and you come back up. The great thing about this also is that you also get that cardio effect because you're not taking a longer break between sets. However, I always encourage you to take a break if you feel like you're starting to compensate or if you're starting to sacrifice form. So now I'm going to switch to the 20-pound dumbbell. Again, as you go up the weight, make sure that you maintain your core brace even more this time, and push. Another thing that you might notice about my workouts, I don't actually count repetitions. I'm very focused on how I'm feeling, that I'm doing the exercises and I'm doing as many as I can. I'm just focusing on how I'm doing them. If I notice that I'm just kind of doing a lot of repetitions easily, then I know it's time to probably add more intensity or increase my weights. But a lot of people focus on the reps and they just start counting, and they're not focused on how they're doing the exercises. And sometimes they just push through to get that, that last rep done. If you focus more on your body, you will be able to do the exercise properly. You focus on your form, you get way better results that way. So now I'm gonna be reducing the weights. So I'm gonna go back to the 10-pound dumbbell. So instead of going down and pushing, I'm still gonna go down, but just a little bit. And I'm gonna make sure that all of that force is coming from the shoulders. That does not mean that you shouldn't engage your glutes. You have to keep your glutes engaged. It's just that instead of going all the way down, I'm just gonna, do kind of like a hip hinge. And then I'm going to be pushing mainly with my shoulders. And then the last set of this exercise, of this shoulder exercise series, is I want to show you a really great technique that you can do with very light weights to really feel that burn in your shoulders without having to lift heavy. So pick any weights that you have right now that's lighter. 5 pound, even 10 pound can work, but anything lower than what you used in the last set. And so what you're going to do is you're going to press up, but keep your arms up, and then from here keep your core engaged, your glutes engaged. You're going to lower it up. We're going to keep that contraction in the shoulders because we're pressing up. So they're working extra hard to keep the weights up as you're pressing. And just do as many reps as you can. The next exercise is going to be the back rows, and I'm going to be using this. You can use a wall for this as well. Lean over against the wall and just perform the rows. So you can do this either with a wall or using something like this, or if you have a bench, that is great. So one important thing when you want to perform the back rows here, make sure that your back is extended. So you're not keeping everything so close together that you have to round your back. So make sure that the back foot is fully extended, your back is extended, keeping your back straight, your core is engaged. When you perform the row, make sure that you're not arching your back, you're not flexing your lumbar spine, and you don't do them very quickly. So when you go up, make sure to feel that contraction, feel your back working, and then slowly release. So depending on the weight, if you're working with very light weight, you want to stay up there for maybe like 3 seconds and then slowly release in to get that contraction. So the exercise I'm gonna be doing right now is a superset between a press, we're gonna be doing it on the floor, and tricep extensions. So these two exercises will work your chest, your triceps, your lats as well. Just make sure again that you're not overarching your back when you're doing them on the floor. So it's going to be back to back, so just do as many repetitions as you can, the first exercise, and then I'm going to switch to the second exercise. So take a break for about 1 minute and then do the whole superset again another time. If 10 pounds is easier for the tricep extensions, you can increase the weight, or you can just slow down the exercise. So I'm gonna be increasing the weight to 20 pounds. Make sure you keep your back straight. And the last exercise in this workout is going to be push-ups on my knees, because again I still can't go on my toes to do normal push-ups. I have been using these for the push-ups because I noticed that I've been getting a little bit of wrist pain on my right hand when I'm doing the push-ups, and I don't want to damage anything. So when I do these, I don't get any pain. If you do get wrist pain and you don't have anything like this, you can use dumbbells to do the push-ups, or you can also go on your fingers as well. So just make a fist, go on your fingers. Sometimes I do this as well, but I just got these recently and they have been working really great, so I'm really happy with them. So we're going to be doing push-ups, and we are going to be doing as many repetitions as we can. This is kind of a finisher, so we're going to be going until failure, however, again, without sacrificing form. Back straight. Don't overarch your back, don't round your back, head looking forward, so you're not looking down or you're looking up. So we've been doing a lot of triceps exercises, so You may notice that you're getting tired a little bit, so feel free to take a few seconds to breathe and then go back in. Just make sure that you're not compensating, that your form is still good. So for example, notice if you're doing things like, like using your back to get back up or using your head. We don't want any of that. So a few tips that I have for you to get a great workout with very light weights to build up your arms. Just make sure, first of all, that you do the exercises with proper form. I notice that whenever I'm like really focusing on my form and doing the exercise slowly, it just gets 10 times more challenging. The other thing is you can slow down the repetitions, slowing down more time under tension. So the muscles are going to be working harder, even though the weight is lighter, but your muscles don't know that. Your muscles don't know that you're lifting 10 pounds or 20 pounds. It's all about the time under tension. The other thing is that you can do supersets. So these are 2 exercises back to back, and that way, again, more time under tension, and also slowing down your rest time. So if you're resting for maybe 2 minutes, maybe you can just do 40 minutes. Make sure that injury prevention is your priority. So I hope you guys enjoyed this workout today. I'll see you guys in the next video.